Hello, I just figured I'd start doing a vlog off the cuff kind of thing just to document things, maybe get some things off my chest, share things with other folks who might be in the same struggles. I don't know, just overall, just a desperation move because I'm not sure how to function. It's been a week and 2 days since my wife, Shannon, passed away. She had stage 4 cancer. She was diagnosed in August of 2024. We had to basically do our own research to figure out what kind of timeline she might be looking at. None of the doctors would even tell us. And after a while, we got basic confirmation that a year was at most what we were going to get. So we kind of planned for a year, but it turned out we got 5 months to the day. From the day she was diagnosed, we got 5 months before she was gone. We had so much that was left undone. We were going to get married again. We are going to try to get her to see the Northern Lights once before she got too bad to travel, but she got too bad to travel. And she went through hell with the disability system. That whole 5 months, they just didn't call for months at a time, would ask for another random thing. I ended up, after she couldn't speak anymore, I ended up having to finish it up, and they asked for documentation of her Google stock, which I didn't even know about. We looked into it. She bought a penny in the Google stock, and we had to show them proof of that. And I was just in the process of I had just gotten them that information, and everything was a go. And she passed away. And the day after she passed, Social Security calls and says, well, she can't speak and stuff, so if you're her caregiver, we're going to have to give you a payee slip so that you can manage her funds. And I let them know she had passed away. And I guess because her lawyers evidently were just awful, they didn't call me the whole time. I had to go through hell to find out who it was, to even get any information from them. We're talking almost 3 month period. They didn't make one phone call, didn't send a single email. All the while with being requested documentation from Social Security that I had to dig up, and I had no way of knowing. And the lawyers are just saying, the lawyers told her to say that we weren't married on the forms because it might affect her eligibility. And now they're saying because it was filled out that way, I might not be able to get any of her back pay. And we need this as a family. We didn't get any help. Everybody says there's these programs where you get paid to take care of your sick family member, but she has to be disabled for us to qualify for that. And in the meantime, we have to miss months of work to take care of her. She needs constant care. People just don't know. Her medications had to be managed, and she wasn't happy about that, so we had to have discussions about it. And with the brain lesions, the tumors, she didn't really register things quite the right way, and it was hard to get things through, and it was a constant back and forth of trying to make sure this was all handled correctly. And once she stopped speaking, she got up and tried to go places, and even when she was just before she stopped speaking, she started trying to cook and do things. She needed constant supervision to make sure that nothing dangerous happened, that she didn't get hurt, that she didn't cause a fire or something. So we missed so much income. And now we're so far behind on our bills. And she's gone, and we don't even know if we're going to get the back pay. We might end up facing eviction. We can't get really traction on our fundraisers or any of our stuff. We've had great people come out and help, people who are struggling on their own and really can't afford to be given, and they're giving us so much. It's been so amazing. But I've seen stories about people who faked cancer on YouTube get two, three, $400,000 for faking it. We had to watch her fall apart. She weighed to 70 pounds. She couldn't talk. We had to squirt every bit of the medicine in her mouth on our own and bathe her. And getting back to work is something I guess we're going to have to do, but it is so hard. I can't sleep. The things I saw the last week or two before she died were so hard to see. I dream about it. It wakes me up and I can't sleep anymore. And then I remember how scary life is now because we don't know how we're going to pay our bills and we don't know how life's going to be now. I don't know how. I just don't know how. What keeps me centered is I know what she wanted. She would want us to keep this together. She would want me to put our health first. She set up to the end. She regretted every bit of working through being sick and putting all of her finances and crap before family. She wanted me to put family first. She wants us to put our family first. Jobs come and go. So that's going to be a fun balance. But I just don't know how to do this without her. I want my old life back. I miss her so much. The words I miss her, that's not even the right number of syllables. I'm just empty. She's who I told about the new song that I heard. Witty crack about some news item, some joke I heard. Who do I tell now? It's just so quiet, empty, and life just goes on. My world keeps turning. And I can't just keep moving. But what choice do we have?